Get ready for a Hollywood showdown as Will Smith and Steve Harvey lock horns in a bitter feud that has taken a legal turn.
Let me just say this.
As a comedian, come on, King.
I'm telling you right now, slap one of the kings.
Yeah.
We gonna have to immediately go to commercial break. You sure ain't slapping St. Louis. You ain't slapping Chicago, the late great Bernie Mac. You damn sure.
It's no way you slapping me. Turn around, button your jacket, and walk off that stage. They gonna have to go to 4 commercial breaks.
The clash between these two entertainment powerhouses has captured the attention of fans and industry insiders alike. Discover the shocking events that led to this explosive confrontation and delve into the escalating tension between Team Will and Team Steve. Hollywood's comedy landscape will never be the same again. Well, the latest news is that actor Will Smith has decided to take legal action against Steve Harvey. It appears that when people amass significant wealth, their vindictive tendencies escalate. This time, it is Will Smith who is contemplating suing Steve Harvey. The reason behind this legal threat stems from what can only be described as a mind-boggling case of public humiliation. Will Smith, consumed by anger, is now prepared to involve lawyers in the ensuing battle. In recent times, Will Smith has been grappling with the repercussions of the 2022 Oscars, extending well over a year. Prior to his exposed vulnerability, he was renowned as the life of the party in Hollywood, a charming and magnetic actor. However, lately, he has been simmering with resentment over the blows dealt to him, particularly after the slap incident. Now, Steve Harvey has entered the fray, leaving Will seething. The question remains, what exactly did Steve say to prompt such a heated response from Will Smith? For those unfamiliar, Will Smith is widely recognized for his iconic role as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In a highly publicized incident, he delivered a powerful slap to comedian Chris Rock after the latter made a joke about Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Rock's comedic remark referenced his excitement for a potential sequel to the movie G.I. Jane, with a playful allusion to Jada's stunning bald look resulting from alopecia. The punchline hit too close to home, but ultimately, Will apologized and retreated, while Rock chose not to pursue legal action. However, this incident inadvertently worked in Chris Rock's favor. He capitalized on the controversy by securing a lucrative Netflix comedy special that ruthlessly criticized and mocked Will Smith. It has become challenging to keep track of the multitude of comedians who have taken jabs at Will Smith regarding this infamous Oscars slap incident. Although most of the jokes have remained relatively mild, many comedians have voiced their disapproval of Smith's actions at the Oscars. Unbeknownst to Will Smith, Lupita Nyong, seated near him, unintentionally became an accidental witness to the explosive aftermath. The cameras captured the priceless reactions of Nicole Kidman and Serena Williams, both of whom appeared shocked and rendered speechless by the unfolding events. A perfect blend of shock and disbelief swept over actress Jodie Turner-Smith, who took to Twitter to express her ongoing processing of the incident. She shared her secondhand embarrassment for all those involved. Filmmaker Judd Apatow also chimed in, condemning the out-of-control rage and violence displayed, stating that it could have resulted in serious harm to Chris Rock. Although Apatow faced criticism for commenting on the matter, he later deleted his tweet. Furthermore, he called the act narcissistic. Comedian Amy Schumer revealed that she felt triggered and traumatized by the incident. Jim Carrey, widely regarded as the king of comedy, didn't hold back in expressing his disgust at the sight of Will Smith receiving a standing ovation during his Oscar acceptance. Carrey even went as far as stating that he would have pursued a staggering $200 million lawsuit against Smith. Never one to shy away from expressing her thoughts, comedian Wanda Sykes shared her take on the Smith slap saga. With her trademark punchlines, Sykes questioned the decision to allow Smith to remain and accept his Best Actor award despite the altercation. In a playful twist of humor, she remarked that when someone assaults another person, they should be swiftly escorted out of the building. End of the story. Sykes found it gross that Smith was allowed to continue with the ceremony. Her commentary added a touch of comedic truth to the situation. It appears that Smith's actions have left veterans in the world of comedy stunned, including the legendary Steve Harvey. With decades of experience in the entertainment industry, Steve Harvey is well acquainted with all the challenges the stage can present, including dealing with hecklers. However, even he was taken aback by Will Smith's outburst during a recent public event. Harvey, who humorously identifies himself as a not-so-high-level Christian, didn't hold back in sharing his thoughts on how he would have handled such a cheeky encounter. As a man who wears many hats, comedian, TV host, and apparently Christian in training, Harvey playfully acknowledged his own faith journey. He described himself as an underdeveloped Christian, hovering around a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10. He humorously expressed that this level of Christianity suited him well, implying that he still had room for growth. Harvey painted a vivid picture of his unique brand of Christianity, saying that if someone were to slap Bishop Jakes, a high-level Christian, he would turn the other cheek. But if Will Smith were to slap him, Harvey playfully claimed he would retaliate, jokingly referring to teeth gritting and making a dramatic exit from the stage. He lightheartedly suggested that it would take multiple commercial breaks to resolve the situation. Harvey clarified that while he might end up getting slapped, he expected Smith to take a seat and let him handle the aftermath. However, it's worth noting that Harvey did criticize Smith's actions, labeling them as a punk move. He believed that Smith only acted that way because he knew he could get away with it on national television. Harvey expressed his disapproval, deeming it a real punk move to slap someone on live TV, particularly knowing it wouldn't face consequences. This incident highlighted the Hollywood culture, according to Harvey's perspective. In all honesty, it's highly unlikely that Will Smith would have even dared to confront Steve Harvey in a physical altercation. If such a situation had unfolded, it would have been a more evenly matched encounter in terms of height, and Steve Harvey certainly possesses the appearance of someone who can deliver a formidable punch. With these comments, Harvey made it abundantly clear that he had lost all respect for Smith after witnessing the incident. It's worth noting that Harvey didn't witness the incident live since he was out of the country at the time. However, upon watching the footage and learning about what Chris Rock said to provoke the incident, Harvey found himself in a dilemma. On one hand, Harvey understood the instinctual need for a man to defend his wife's honor. We all possess that protective nature, don't we? But on the other hand, Harvey couldn't help but contemplate the concept of dignity, offering his unique perspective. In his own distinctive style, Harvey suggested that after the show, Smith could have simply approached Chris Rock and initiated a conversation saying, "Hey man, let's talk it out." However, there's a twist to this thought process. Harvey went on to mention that instead of having a calm conversation, he would have opted for a good old slap to knock the taste right out of Chris Rock's mouth. However, he clarified that this hypothetical slap should have taken place after the show. Harvey suggested that Smith could have approached Rock, initiated a conversation, and then delivered the slap as a way to resolve the issue. Nevertheless, fans remained divided regarding Harvey's comments. Some individuals opposed his perspective, with one person stating that Steve Harvey had lost all respect for Will Smith, but in turn, they had lost respect for Harvey, criticizing his alleged inability to take a few minutes out of his so-called busy schedule to take pictures with fans. They reminded him that these fans were the ones who watched his show, Family Feud, and attended his comedy shows, which they described as dead ends. Fans think that it seemed acceptable for Steve Harvey to protect his family and call Will Smith a punk, but they pointed out that Harvey himself had engaged in similar actions to safeguard his own family. While some fans defend Harvey, other celebrities weren't too keen on Will Smith. Some fans said that they could agree with Steve Harvey about Smith and still despise Harvey themselves. They have shared their strong dislike for Harvey, but admitted to agreeing with his stance on this particular issue. Comedians are renowned for their camaraderie and support for one another. However, in this case, it seems that Smith is standing alone on a deserted comedy island. Not a single comedian has come to his defense, and the consensus is clear. This incident has dealt a blow to free speech and the art of comedy itself. The repercussions of Smith's actions continue to escalate, and the latest casualty is none other than the legendary Dave Chappelle. It appears that performing jokes in front of an audience is becoming increasingly risky these days. Many argue that Smith's behavior has created a misguided notion that anyone who cracks a joke at their expense can be attacked. This perspective conveniently overlooks the laws that safeguard freedom of speech in a country where it is cherished. Such actions could lead to facing consequences, metaphorically putting one in the comedy jailhouse. While some comedians condemn Smith for his actions, he is left to endure the brunt of the criticism. Will Smith appears to be struggling to accept the fact that Steve Harvey, with his questionable past, is also targeting him. He is determined to demonstrate to Harvey that he is messing with the Fresh Prince and that there will be consequences. However, instead of a basketball game, this rivalry takes the form of lawsuits and legal battles. The clash of these two titans in the entertainment industry has captured the attention of all, as fans eagerly await the next chapter in this high-stakes feud. Will actor Will Smith find justice and redemption through legal means? Can Steve Harvey defend his own reputation against Smith's wrath? Only time will tell, but for now, the battle rages on. leaving Hollywood on the edge of its seat. As the story unfolds, we'll be here to bring you all the latest updates. Make sure to stay tuned, leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And remember to share your thoughts in the comments section below. It's a showdown for the ages, and we'll be right here keeping you in the loop.